My son's great-grandmother passed away, my grandmother. I had told him on the Monday morning after she passed that great-grandmother died and went to heaven to be with Jesus. We had gathered family together to celebrate her 95th birthday a few days hence, and so there were a lot of people in Kelowna here and gathered for that event. We decided to go ahead and have it anyway, a celebration supper, and to eulogize her. People had come prepared to do that. In the afternoon, she had been prepared and we were going to have a viewing. I said to Warren, we're going to go and see Great-Grandma. He fell completely silent until we arrived at the funeral home and he said, Daddy, I don't want to go to heaven. It took me a few seconds to get what he was driving at. I had told him that great-grandmother was in heaven. Now we're going to see great-grandmother, therefore we're going to heaven. He wasn't making a theological statement. He just was responding to the words that I had said and trying to understand. I said, no, great-grandmother's body is at the funeral home. The part that we loved, that's gone to heaven. But we're going to go and say goodbye to her body. And then we stood at the casket and looked at her. I'd offered him the chance, and he said, yes, I want to come with you. So I held his hand, we walked in, lifted him up. I touched Grandma's hand. He wanted to touch Grandma's hand. It was cold. He said, oh, she's cold. I said, yes, Warren, her body isn't working anymore. She doesn't need it anymore. Later on, we're going to go and put it in the ground. But she's not there. She doesn't need her body anymore. Feel Daddy's hand. It's nice and warm. My blood's flowing through. My heart's working. My body is working. Grandma's isn't anymore. And so we've dressed her up, and we're going to say goodbye to her here, and then we're going to close the casket and go and put her in the ground. He understood that. So great-grandma didn't just disappear on him, because she'd come to our house every Monday to live. She sat in a rocking chair, couldn't hear a thing, but loved to just be in our home and be with us and watch us live. I needed to explain to him what death was so that he knew that she wasn't coming back to our house, and so that he could be sad, so that the grief could wash over him and he could move forward without her. So that was very important for him. He was just 4 years old.